Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Um, if I look a little bit different, it's because I dyed my mustache and beard too. Um, one problem, and eyebrows. One problem with that: the dye does not come off really easily. So you can still see that I still got the dye on my face a little bit. So it kind of looks um, weird. And I also re-dyed my hair so that way it's cheaper. I saved myself about $50 doing it myself. So. And the cigar I'm having tonight is a Gurkha Ghost. Probably my second favorite cigar from the Gurkha line behind the Black Dragon. Um, and it's smoked. Like, you can see the foot smoke coming off of here. When I watched Cigar Obsession's review of it, he said it's smoked. It has like the foot smoke of a Drew Estate, and I say he's 100% correct. It is smoking just like Drew Estate. And I wanted to also address something about that Cigar Obsession. Because I didn't really rip off a line from him, but I kind of he has a saying that nicotine in a cigar is a lot like adding salt to a dish, and I apply that. When you hear me say that in my movie reviews, that's where I kind of got the saying from. I just saw that that saying also applied to sound in movies, so um, yeah, so that's where I got that expression from. In case you guys are wondering, I will also state that on my Angry Critic channel. Um, just because I don't like to take credit for things that I didn't create. So that I thought that was a good saying, and it definitely applies for me at least to sound in movies. But what have I been up to lately? Um, I have been dealing with well, yeah, last night. Sorry, there wasn't a vlog last night because I had some company over, and I keep saying I'm gonna get them in the vlog, but like we always forget because we're having a very good time. And yeah, so yeah, it was fun. We were having some, we were celebrating a little bit. um, so, but so yeah, what kind of wasn't the first thought on my mind. I kind of went to bed right after they left because they didn't leave till like 2 in the morning. Um, so yeah, that was fun. One of my friends is very. You notice that there's a giant shift in there can be a giant shift in personality when alcohol is consumed. And you definitely could tell, especially amongst me and my friends, like, like the kind of drunk I am is 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 a very mellow drunk, and I'm kind of like the pseudo responsible party pooper drunk. Like I'm kind of the person that goes, like as I drink, I'm like, maybe we should turn the music down. We don't want to disturb the neighbors. You know, it's getting a little loud. We don't want anybody showing up. Let's turn the music down a little bit. That's the kind of person I am when I drink. So, so I'm like the incredibly mellow. I just keep mellowing out as I drink. So it's kind of interesting because I have friends who are the exact opposite. I have one friend who my cousin's girlfriend who it's pretty funny. She's this rail thin. She's like this. She's this soft spoken, pale, white as a ghost chick. And when she drinks, she transforms into this sassy black girl that does the finger snap. And I'm like, what? So, like, all of a sudden you. Yeah, so that's kind of a funny shift in that. So, but I don't drink very heavily, so it doesn't even matter. I can't. What I drink, I can't afford to drink heavily. So, because I'm a big Scotch fan, I was drinking Glenfiddich 12 year last night, which is very, very good. I drink it over on the rocks and everything. I'm one of those people who doesn't like to mix drinks, so I don't like mixed drinks that much. So usually whatever I drink straight, which is a good way to, if you want to moderate your alcohol consumption, drink it straight because you can't exactly chug them or drink them very, very quickly. So, but yeah, just scotch on the rocks with a little, wait for the ice to melt a little bit to dilute, the scotch just a little bit to kind of cut the alcohol and then to bring out the flavors a little bit more. And then pairing it with cigar. And I'm talking too much, and my cigar keeps going out. And so yeah, that's kind of was my night, which was hope. I've only had one big alcohol. Oops. Um, and that's the only time. Like I've only been ever really, really gone twice, like twice ever. So one was one was after, let's put it this way, very, very stressful day, and I just kept drinking wine, and I drank 2 bottles, or almost 2 bottles of wine in one sitting. And I actually didn't get sick at all off of it. I didn't wake up with a hangover, but boy, did I feel it. Uh, and then another time I almost drank, I did like 8 shots of moonshine one night because we were partying for some really strange reason. Did 8 shots of moonshine and 2 glasses of scotch. That I did get sick of. And that's why moonshine is kind of now one of those things that I instantly smell and instantly go, ooh. And I mean, I could drink it still, but won't do more than 1 or 2 shots of it. Like, never again. So yeah, that was kind of my story. I had 2 glasses of scotch last night, and then they made this weird mixed drink that it was good if you drank it fast. Cause it tasted like a caramel apple, but I don't particularly care for caramel apples. So if you drank it fast, I liked it. Because the aftertaste, I really didn't. So it was a fun night last night. So And then I had a bunch of cigars last night. I had in 3 in a 7-hour period or something like that. So yeah, I had one Gurkha Ghost. I had a Blanco 9 Lancer, and I had a New World. So it was all yeah. But the good news is that I've got a video edited for the Angry Critic, and I got a bunch of others ready to edit. Because the problem is that I also like record in bulk, and I can't find each part of each video. So I finally sorted out all the parts of all the videos. So now that I know where they are, it should be a quick, easy job to edit them. This is just this cigar I bought from my local B&M, which they're very hit or miss over there. They're nice guys, and I also support this local tobacconist till the day they go out of business. But man, they have swings. I mean, this has only been in my humidor for a couple of days, so it hasn't really had time to acclimate. But man, do they have swings. Oh, and I got a new ashtray, which was nice, because, like I said, the problem with my other ashtray that I used to have is that it theoretically was supposed to hold 4 cigars worth of ash, 3 cigars worth of ash. It doesn't. And so I got a new ashtray, and I got a really nice one just because it's going to be on my kind of the guest, well, not the guest area, but my coffee table. And so I wanted it to look nice, be a nice decorative piece too. So I got a really nice one versus like this one that I just got for my desk because I needed one more from function on my desk that would hold a lot of hash. So but today I went back to my old job, and it is just about how I remember it was. And all the parts are 95% of the parts there, for the reason, one of the reasons, like, technically, I was, I mean, I was sort of forced to quit. Um, but one of the reasons why I wasn't too devastated about it was those reasons. 95% of them are still kind of present in it, the workplace. So, but you know, not to say that there's zero accountability, but there's you walk in there and it's like you go to a gas station and you go get coffee, right? And you have like those milk and cream containers. Well, I don't use those containers for a good reason because they're not often cleaned out very well. And I've opened it up and I've cleaned it out very well, and I've had chunks of milk and cream and goop come out of them. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not using whatever comes out of this container. I'm not using it for my coffee. But then again, I've stopped putting cream or anything in my coffee anymore. So, but yeah, I was just all the things were just a mess. But whatever, it's a job, and it works. Everything. Not a lot of the regulars recognize. Well, a few of them recognized me. A few of them took took a little bit, but But it was nice to see them because I did enjoy their talking to them, so it was nice. And then yeah, it's kind of interesting because most of the other kids or most of the other people working there have only been there for a couple months, and though I may be technically the new guy again, I did work there for 3 years before I left for a year, so it's kind of interesting because there was a couple problems that I helped the guy that came in to replace me solve, so that was kind of cool. Um, I don't know. Um, just show and I was able to pick everything up because only one really big thing had changed, and I mean, I forgot it, but it was just one thing, so I can't, knew it, but I just like that was going on automatic from what I remembered. I had screwed it up, but it was easily fixed, so it's not a big deal. And so yeah, that's basically. Oh yeah, then after that we went to this Fright Kingdom. Me and my cousin and his girlfriend, which was kind of funny because the thing, it was like four haunted houses in a row. Like you'd have to go through four in a row to eventually get out. And four different themes. Only really one of them scared me, and it was not for the reasons that you think. I'm not particularly scared of the dark. In fact, I enjoy it. But but I I I I'm nervous in the dark when I have to move around and I can't see where I'm going. That's what that's what's nerve wracking, especially when there's walls that are about that far apart and you can see where you're going. So my forehead met the wall a few times tonight, and then I actually ended up jamming my finger in between two pieces of plywood because there was a gap between them, and I was kind of feeling my way along the wall, and then I slipped my finger in between the two places, and it kind of. I mean, luckily I didn't scratch my finger too much or anything, but it's just like ow. So that was annoying. Oh, but another thing that made me really annoyed was during the during the haunted house trip, or during like we were in front of this group of three teenage girls, and they were scared. Must have been scared out of their wits end at this place. So um, for some reason, they thought the best way to cope was to sing old Justin Bieber songs from like 5 years ago, right behind me. And me and my cousin and his girlfriend were all like, "Shut up, please shut up, please shut up." Eventually, my cousin just flipped. Didn't flip on him, but but it was. I mean, that was quite obnoxious because they were singing at the top of their lungs. um, not a great way to, because I get enjoyment out of being scared, and that's why I enjoy horror movies and stuff like that. And them singing at the top of their lungs Justin Bieber songs right behind me, it's like shut up. So sorry this log. I haven't gotten a chance to. Sorry, I won't be able to read your comments. It's kind of late. It's 1:06 a.m. But quick little update on the computer, and let me show you. I'm now running dual monitors on my computer. And the reason is because on the larger monitor, because it's in 4K and it's such a large monitor, I don't really see too much of the text. I mean, no, I get to see all the text. The only problem is it's microscopic. So I'm running dual monitors so that way if I'm trying to read something, I can just send it over to the lower resolution monitor. Because the big one's in 4K, this one's in like 1080p or something like that. So if I'm reading like Facebook, like I got my Facebook open on the small monitor, so that way I can read it and all that. And I've got, what the fuck is that? Who the fuck are you? Sorry, there's like a, what the fuck? There's something kind of. I think I might be seeing things. No, they're just kind of ash particles floating in the air. They seem to be. So yeah, so I've just solved that problem by doing that, and this is a recycled monitor over here, so. They're like ink, or like, they're like little ash particles. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, so I solved that problem. Since it's a recycled monitor, it didn't cost me anything. So yeah, so it's a pretty cool solution, and it's so convenient that I don't think now I think I'd always want to run dual monitors now because it's just so convenient. My problem is I need to get my editing, like some form of editing software on this computer, so that way I can make use of even more of the dual monitors. I can be editing on one screen and have the preview on the other screen. But those are gonna annoy me. And so yeah, that's basically been the gist of my weekend. How was you guys' weekend? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you guys are smoking. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.